Good morning, you guys. This is lesson 19, solving multiplication equations. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this together. And then you guys are going to try to use these concepts with your practice pages. Okay, so read the problem below, then explore how to solve a multiplication equation. This is our problem right here that we're going to be using for both the picture it and solve it models. Delia puts 2 bags of blocks on the left side of a balance. Each bag has the same number of blocks. After she adds 10 blocks to the right side, the balance beam is horizontal. Remember what horizontal means. It means that both sides are equal. How many blocks are in one bag? Okay, so they give us the picture here. 2 bags here, both are x, so this would be 2x, and this is 10. The 2 bags together have a total of 10 blocks. So think about it this way. If you had 10 pieces of candy and your friend wanted some, so you're going to split it evenly. Alright, how many pieces of candy do you each get? That's basically what this problem is. Write an expression for the number of blocks in each pan, then write an equation to show the expressions are equivalent. Well, I kind of already did that up here. The number of blocks on the left side pan is 2x. Right here. The number of blocks on the right side pan is 10. So 2x equals 10. Okay, so keep this in mind. We're going to look at our questions that help us kind of go through this. But I hope that some of you guys have an idea of what x equals at this point, because remember, if I have me and my friend, we both have candy, 10 pieces of candy we want to share, we both want the same amount. How many pieces of candy do we each get? This should seem pretty simple for most of you. Alright, for number 11 here, it says, look at the solve it on the previous page. What do you need to do to find the number of blocks in one bag? Inverse operations. So if we know we have 2x, we know that 2x means that we're multiplying 2 times x. So what's the opposite of multiplication? It's division. So we need to divide. Well, you might be like, well, what the heck are we dividing? We can't divide x divided by 2. No. So hold on that thought. How are we dividing? What are we dividing? Just hold on. The expression 2x is a multiplication expression. It tells you to combine 2 equal groups of x blocks each. What is the opposite of combining 2 equal groups of blocks? Well, I just told you. It's division. What operation is the inverse of multiplication? Oh my goodness, they really like asking the same question in a bunch of different ways, don't they? How can you isolate the variable in 2x equals 10? So, here's where we're dividing. We want to get x by itself. That's the whole point in doing the inverse operation. So if we want to get x by itself, we need to divide both sides by what number is attached to x? 2. So both sides are being divided by 2. 2. Divided by 2. So, if I do 2 divided by 2, I have 1, and we know that a variable by itself has that 1 attached to it, you just don't see it. So x is now by itself, and what's 10 divided by 2? That's right, 5. So how can you isolate the variable in 2x equals 10? Well, you divide both sides by 2. But I'm not going to write that out. I could just put the division sign again. I'm kind of getting the hang of the drawing tool. When you isolate the variable, what must you do to balance the equation? So if I did the division over here, I got to do it over here. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. Write numbers inside the boxes to solve 2x equals 10. So they want us to write this again. There we go. Right, balance the equation. That means I did it to both sides. How many blocks are in one bag? Whoop, whoop. How could you check your solution? Well, we can put 5 back in for x. So we could do 2. Remember, the x is being multiplied by 2, so 2 times 5. Oh, those parentheses need some work. 2 times 5 equals 10. Is that true? You all know your multiples. 2 times 5, is that 10? You should say yes, because it is. Alright, go ahead and pause the video for a minute and try to solve 7x equals 21 before you look at how I do it. Alright, so this is obviously 7x equals 21. So this tells me that we are multiplying 7 times x. And y'all just found out what's the opposite of subtraction, yes. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So we're going to be dividing both sides by 7 to get that x by itself. And I'm going to use some space up here to do that, because I don't really have a whole lot of space down below. I am doing it in a different color so you can kind of see it a little bit clearer from the other stuff we just did. 7 divided by 7 is 1, so now x is all by himself. And 21 divided by 7 is, that's right, it is 3. And you could plug it back in, so you do 7 times 3, and what 7 times 3 is it 21? Yes, it is. Alright, hope this helped you guys. Go ahead and try these concepts on your own. Remember that the inverse of multiplication is division. And I will see you on the check your work video.